5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
There he is. He's back. All right, everybody, we're about to turn the machine, the key. We've got all kinds of fun stuff today. Happy freaking Friday. And you are live with Neve, or Nev, or Nive, or Nevey, or Nivey, or something like that. Poof! All right, welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. It's a good day. It's great. I've had a hellish week. My car's in Pennsylvania with some guy who's devoted his life to Jaguars, and he's doing incantations in the back room, the scent of patchouli rising. He's got his tools assembled, like it's like going into that big blue building where they sell Swedish furniture that takes you 3 years to put together. This guy could probably put it together in his head like a cyborg. So, in today's great news of the world, let's see what we've got. I'm going to try, as always, to go for the good news. The good news is the Hollywood strike has continued for another 101. It's 101 days, longest in a very, very long time. And why do you say it's a good thing? Because it means they're negotiating with the poor people at the bottom of the whole industry, the ones who slave away and get paid, minimum wage, or nothing in some cases. Anyhow, we got a great show this morning. I've got a musical guest is Bill Puig. I hope I pronounced that right. When I get him on, he can correct me. But anyhow, he's with the band Legion of Prague, and I wanted to see them last year. They're playing over locally here in New Jersey at the Navesink Fire and Rescue Station. And it never fails that somebody calls me who's a fan of the show while the show is on. I'm sorry, hon. We can't take your call right now. Any rate, we love Susan. Susan Fine, join us on the show. We'll see you soon. And so getting back to the good news about the strike is people at the bottom are just trying to get some money. And in this day and age of artificial intelligence, I know for a fact that the RIAA and the movie industry, they're all trying to figure out what to do with it. The lawyers have not got it figured out. I can tell you that. I'm reading some AI briefs for attorneys. I'm taking a class at the University of California. It's a good class, and hopefully I'll know a little more than I do now about it. But roughly what's happening is we're going to have to copyright our whole being, our image, our voice, our mannerisms are all things that have to be dealt with in a legal framework. So I'll know a little bit more about it. I'm about a third through it. But it was reassuring to me to know that somebody on the creative side, there's a lot of people on our side who are trying to make, in Hollywood, writers are just treated like dog shit. A lot of the time, they really, the folks who run the studios just don't pay really well, considering they write the story. But that's my opinion, and remember, this is not any legal advice. What I can tell you is if you're on strike, don't sign until you get a good deal. And remember, when you sign a deal with anybody, get some money up front, get a pile of it, and because you might not get any more. Remember, record companies are famous for dropping you. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Toby. Good morning, peoples around the world. Yeah, I love this Prince hat, though. I did, they're supposed to upgrade them. I know I'm a pain in the ass, but I wrote a letter to Prince's estate and told them they sell shitty hats. And I got a response, and they're going to upgrade their hats. I said, you go to buy a Yankees hat, and like this one, it's been through the wash a bit. I should never buy anything in white. But I told him, you buy a hat and you're going to spend a few bucks. Make a decent hat. Prince was a fanatic about shit being detail-oriented, and that's one of the reasons why his records sound the way they do. And most of the other records out there just sound like crap. I mean, the stuff that they're putting out on pop radio, ugh. It gives me hives and shit. It's sort of like pop country, which is only beaten by Italian country. That is the weirdest thing, is to be driving through Italy and hear, and then it's like, Giuseppe, I lost my horse and my pony and my balls. At any rate, it's horrendous stuff. You're driving and it's like very I don't know. It's just cognitive dissonance at its best. So they say China's military is chasing the dream in other great news. Global COVID cases rise. 80% as a new subvariant rises. Great, right before the election. We're going to have a big fucking COVID fun fest. I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. At any rate, we're all going to die, people, at some point. Probably not today. And the scientists are maybe on the verge of discovering a fifth force of nature. Well, hell, I thought I was the fifth force of nature, but, planets revolve and shit, right? And I'm very modest, and, hell, I'm having fun, people. It's Friday. So, we've got Bill Puig coming on in just a moment. I'm sorry, I'm looking at our clock. I hate this thing. It's new, and it's not leaving the clock up top. Some setting must need to be adjusted. So, I'm going to bring on Bill, and I'm going to bring on Mandy, because she's in a band. Hey, good morning, love.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. How's everyone doing? How you doing?
I'm ready for the world. It's Friday.
Nice.
And you're playing tonight?
No, tomorrow night Butch Cowell's Twisted Ginger is rocking the house.
And that's in Perth Amboy, is that correct?
That is in Rahway.
I was just in beautiful Rahway yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I was visiting
Nice.
the prison. I was ministering to the inmates. No, I was driving by on a train from Philly, actually, and I was thinking to myself how glad I am that I'm not in that esteemed correctional institution. I'm not sure, but I think they used to have an electric chair there.
I don't know much about it, but I do know that you probably are better off knowing that there isn't film of you in your younger years circulating
there's no
around.
films of me in my younger years.
Yes.
Thank God. No, I'm glad
Yes,
I've never
that's
experienced
before
it.
technology was like,
But I've never had the Rahway experience. I want to just say that's not on my past life. It's never been on my list of things to do. So we've got the most happening bass player in town, and here he is. Other than yours, Bill.
Hey,
good morning.
Bill, what's going on?
Hey, Neve. Hey, Mandy. The Rahway experience? You kidding me?
Yeah, you can sell tickets to that. I'm going to be the host. Take them on
What
a
do you
tour.
say?
What you do is, if you got some unruly, obstreperous teenagers, we'll take them on Neil's Rahway experience and scare the piss out of them. It'll kind of be like Fright Night, except we'll pay off the more pliable inmates. Money does great things. A couple of packs of cigarettes, we'll have a whole team assembled.
I would think so. No, you're on a roll this morning between the Rahway experience and the Italian country music. I mean, you're just...
Oh, man, it'd be great. In fact, that's a new interrogation technique for Guantanamo, I swear to God. Italian country music. They used to do other horrible shit, though. Like, they would play, I don't know. I think all they have to do is put on The View, and they could have all the fun they want, torture.
You?
I'm telling you, man, Whoopi got sued for fucking with Jason Aldean. Boy, she fucked up bad. She basically called him a racist, never heard the song, and then she fucking spouted off. You cannot spout off. Remember, everybody watching this, anything I say is my opinion only. It is not legal advice. It's not emotional advice. It's not religious. All those services can be had, but for a price. So anything I tell you to do, anything I say is probably entertainment, not the truth, okay? So remember, although Bill is the best fucking bass player around, he does smoke, I gotta say. You are a very good player.
Kind, but thank you for
Bill's got skills.
He's definitely got some skin in the game, man, thumping that bass. So how long have you been playing?
I first picked up a bass when I was 24 years old, which is a lot of years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't really pursue it too seriously, though, until I was in my early 40s. Long story short, at that point, my son was about 14, and he was really getting into guitar and got good at it very, very quickly.
All right.
And I got jealous. And I said, let me go back to this and see what I can do with it. And I've been playing on and off since. And since the band I'm in, Legion of Prague, started about 6 years ago, I've taken it very seriously, because to play progressive rock, quite frankly, you have to have your chops. You need to have your shit together.
Yeah.
And you have to, it's the kind of songs, I think, that if you haven't played them in your youth or really know them, that stuff's hard to learn. And I spent
Yeah, it could be overwhelming.
As a kid, I'd sit and play like, Tales of the Topographic Ocean, both sides of the record. And I'd be sitting there with my little shit stereo, banging away, annoying my stepfather and the neighbors for, a block or two. But it was fun, and it's you're either called to it or not. And it's like you started and then came back, so that's cool.
It's been a great ride, and I'm happy to be playing with 4 other guys who are like-minded, who who really take the music seriously and love playing it and love
Oh,
playing
you,
it
you
well.
can tell watching you guys for sure. There's no doubt you've got a lot of, just skill, bottom line. And I don't kiss ass. You guys are a great band. First time I saw you on YouTube, I told you I'd been watching you, and we coincidentally met at the studio here in town.
Hmm.
And I just was like, who's this
That's
guy?
so
And then
funny.
of course, you go check out the YouTube stuff, and I went, oh, this is great shit. I mean, and you don't like Elton John. You play it's more of a long form. I don't know if it's prog or not, but I like it. You tear it up.
Well,
Funeral for a Friend.
to speak to that one, yeah, I mean, we play Funeral Friend, Love's Lies Bleeding, which is long form. It runs about 11 and a half minutes.
Right.
I always have considered that one to be a prog song because there's a little bit of history regarding that one.
Oh, tell us.
Um, Everyone thinks, or everyone who doesn't know the history of it, thinks that oh, Elton John's a keyboard player. He plays all that stuff. He doesn't.
Oh, right.
The guy who is
Go
playing
on.
that is a session musician who became a record producer by the name of David Henschel.
Okay.
And David Henschel is exceptionally well known in the prog community because he produced about 5 or 6 albums for Genesis.
Ah, yes. The older ones, if I'm correct.
Some of the older ones, and going through the Steve Hackett period and the beginnings of the trio period.
Okay. Very cool. Great stuff. Peter Gabriel back in the old days. I always liked to watch her from the sky. Just great stuff.
You're giving part of our set away.
Hey, man, what set is that in?
That's actually the last set. We're playing 3 sets. We start at 6:30 tonight at the Firehouse. We're playing until probably about 10 o'clock.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see you probably on
Nice.
the earlier side. I'm going to be out on the town tonight. I'm going to be out getting my posse. I've added a little person to the posse now, so we're really hip and up with the times. We have a little person in a posse. You have to have that now in LA. If you don't have a little person, you're nobody. So we're going to bring Shorty out. And, no, I'm kidding. We're going to have this guy on who is a little person, who's a killer rock and roll singer. And when you hear this guy sing,
I saw his videos. Yeah.
the dude
Yep.
can belt it out.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
a really
He has
cool
one
guy.
hell of a voice.
And he rips it up. I'll tell you what, his show is great. I mean, one of our other guests, his guitar player, gosh, I'm sorry, I've got 100 bands in my head, and I see his face, but I can't think of his name. Common problem with middle-aged men, what can I say? So-
Y'all look the same.
yeah, they do. We're the root of all evil anyway, so. And there's a disturbing uptick of sexual assaults on aircraft. Never happens to me. I don't know.
You have to pay extra for
I
that.
guess so. That's usually. Where do you leave the
that's
money,
the first
though? So you
class.
put the tray table down?
You need the roomy part.
Oh, yeah. My other guest, Rob, he said I can use my frequent flyer miles. Now, that would be great. There's guys all over the country who'd be buying their new American Express card. And they're like, why did you do that? Oh, I just like the perks. I get a prize.
I got upgraded to the happy ending.
They have the happy ending room at Newark Airport. You're really bad. And they talk about my sense of humor. Look at you. I'm so disappointed. You seem like such a nice girl. And
I
look
know.
at you. Here you are in a den of sin and iniquity.
Well, as they used to say when we were growing up, there are good girls and there are nice girls.
Yes. And then there's twisted gingers. Yeah, at any rate, I see Mandy has an echo. Okay, I'm going to turn down my volume. That's why you guys are hearing echo. So that test is failing. So Rob and I are going to have to listen in squalid silence. Can you say something, Mandy?
Sure. How's that?
Can you hear
There's
that?
a little bit of a beep
Not a
about.
little one.
Well, we're going to go to a break real quick, and then I'm going to bring Rob on. Everybody, hit the Navasink, all my neighbors. If you don't know where to go, Bill Puig. How do I say it?
It's pronounced Poig. You're pretty close. Pretty close.
Puig. Okay, well, I'm working at it. Now I'll get it. Better. Good, Pam. Thank you. Thank you, Gina. I've got the best
Nice.
fans in the world. In fact, I ought to put them on payroll because they remind me of how shitty the sound can be when it's playing through the speakers. But I'm going to bring Rob on after a quick break. We've got a couple of people we sponsor. And if you're in a band out there, we have amazingly cheap ads. And when I tell you cheap, I mean, you could spend more than this at Starbucks with 3 friends buying a cup of coffee. You'd spend more than an ad costs. And if you're not happy, it's so much money that I'll just fucking give it back to you. I mean, I'm better than the Men's Warehouse. I like the company so much that I started another one. At any rate, here you go. We're going to have a quick update from... I got to go to see who's paying their bills. Nah, Carlton Wilson.
There's some changes headed.
All right, everybody. Carlton Wilkinson's from Atlantic Highlands. He's got his PhD in music, musicology, and all kinds of cool stuff. He's available anywhere music
Off
is
this
located.
wild bird island shore, and I can't say where, and I don't know.
That's right. This is a Live with Neve production,
In the restless shade.
which I'm going to split into 2 commercials because it's too long. And I'm going to tell my client this week. That way he gets 2 ads for 1 price.
And sagging cigarettes.
Remember, unless you go on the stage and frog, you have no attention span. So this ad is technically too long for you. That's right, this has a 30 seconds. And some feel that 15 seconds is the optimum point, but it's not.
Melting flake of snow this year. I won't be sad to see it go.
Hi, I'm Darren F. Flynn, a singer-songwriter from Ireland, and I'm on Live with Neve.
I would have said it couldn't happen here.
Hi, this is Leland Sklar, and I am hanging with Neve, and I am having the best time of my life.
Live with Neve Fridays on the East Coast from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Hey there, it's Kevin Sorbo here, and you lucky people, you are live. You're live with Neve or Neve or Neve. I don't know. I can't say the dude's name. Anyway, you're on live with him, so I don't know. I guess that's a pretty good thing.
All right. Hello.
Hey.
We're doing a stand-up gig tonight at the Comedy Club. No. And who are you? Rob Kneller.
Well, I'm Rob Kneller. And,
Hey, Rob.
I'm in charge of the Highlands Comedy Film Fest, which starts tonight. It's a drive-in movie presentation at Kavuchian Field. Thank you, Mr. Kavuchian.
No relation to Kevorkian, I guess.
No,
I was hoping we got a couple of people on that list.
a
man.
couple people
Yeah.
were dying to get in.
They're
but,
just dying to get in.
Yeah. So we're going to have a lineup of independent films. Speaking of not getting paid for your work, and they're from all around the world on Friday night. Saturday night is Jersey night, so it's
All right.
it's primarily films that were made in New Jersey. We have a feature film tonight, which is called Slaughter Beach, and we have awarded it the William Asher Award. Now you say, who the hell is William Asher? Well, he's the guy that made Beach Blanket Bingo.
Woo!
So this is kind of about the same level of production and finesse that you saw in that movie. But it's fun. We also have... what else? Oh, I got the whole.
Oh, it's
thing
upside
here.
down. My God.
We have the Sharky, which is from Scotland, and it's about a legendary storyteller who just appears wherever.
Can you read this in a Scottish accent?
No, that's what I was going to tell you. I can't even understand
No.
what the guy says during the
Let me read
movie.
it. Here's how it properly sounds. Your Scottish folklore has it that if a group of lads, more phlegm, stands for long anywhere in these historic lands, a storyteller will appear from the fold. For these friends, it is the Sharky. Directed by Calum Weir, a Calum Weir production. There you go. And the Funky Chicken.
But it's got subtitles, so you don't have to be able to speak Scottish.
Too bad.
Yeah, and then we have a good one called Funky Chicken, The guy takes over his wife's job as a birthday party entertainer, dressed as a chicken. And he's probably the worst entertainer that you've ever seen, but it's a
Awesome.
very, very funny film. So we've got a lot of good stuff going, and I hope you come out because we need all the help we can get. I brought you a VIP pass so you can get in without being
Nice.
beaten up by the guards.
The security team doesn't
Yeah.
like me already. I've scared them at the last event. I tried to take a video of some young ladies outside, and they looked at me like I was Chester the molester. I said, "Hi, girls. You like to be on a video for the film fest?" And they were like,
Was it your big white van and your bag of candy?
Wait a minute. Were you wearing pants that time?
Yeah, I was. I usually hang around the recreational center with no pants. Carlos likes it. I don't know. Oh, well, for those who don't know my inside humor, it's okay, Carla. I love you. Yeah.
Okay, so Saturday night, and we've got something that's really special for you. It's called Marijuana Minutes. It was made locally around Highlands and Atlantic Highlands. And it's about a young slacker who somehow gets her hands on a vape pen that she takes a hit off it and goes back in time 10 minutes each time. So she's able to change the course of events by taking a little toke on that vape pen. It's pretty funny. A lot of good characters in it, and some people you might recognize around from around
the hood.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
That'd be great.
Nice.
And I'm going to show up and terrorize the audience. He's after my monologue this morning. He's graciously going to give me 10 minutes to get everybody riled up in Highlands. Unseen. Remember, there's no limits.
There
in
goes
Highlands.
there
It's
goes
okay.
the technical aspect.
Our show just went down. The emergency keyboard is.
It happens.
One other thing that I want to mention: Saturday night, is Jersey night. So we have an actor named Bern Cohen, and
Not Sacha Baron Cohen.
No, Bern, like Bernard. I think.
Darn.
And he's been in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as her rabbi. He played Abby Hoffman on the stage. He's a real character, and he's going to come and talk about his music video, which is called Malibu Baby. And it kind of looks like it was filmed in Malibu, but it was actually filmed in Point Pleasant. So, you may recognize some people in that one too.
Nice.
Excellent. I'm just checking it out. Oh, they've got Malibu Baby. Swimsuit. Yeah, I don't think it's the same
I think
one.
it may be hard to find.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Malibu
put
babies.
in Malibu Baby Bern Cohen.
Okay, Bern Cohen.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll check it out. Let's see what we got.
I think that's going
Let's
to
see what
bring
we
it
got.
up.
There it is, Malibu Baby. Let's check it out. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Of course, it'll be on a bigger screen.
Yeah. Is that Bern?
That's Bern. He's 80 years old and still rocking out.
I love it. I liked how he did that. The still picture. He did a little. What's the guy that does Dick Burns? Does the documentaries on PBS. He takes a slide and then they just move it.
Oh yeah.
He popularized that technique. Well,
Yeah, because the movies weren't very good back in the Civil War, so they had to use still photos.
Yeah, which he was pretty smart to figure that out. I mean,
Ken Burns.
Ken Burns.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
not Dick Burns.
Dick Burns.
You're thinking of something totally
We're
different.
taking it on the road, Mandy. You're opening up, man. We're just gonna have one happy, dysfunctional
No, I
family.
think she can do the ending of the show.
Oh yeah, she can definitely do the
Yeah,
close.
and I'll spend my frequent flyer miles on that. Sorry,
Getting
I
offers
haven't
here,
mentioned
man.
already. I'm getting
You're right
kind
in
of gross.
trouble. She's used to it. You see the people she hangs around with.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
she looks like such an innocent girl.
She is a nice girl.
I know, isn't it hilarious?
The key turns, and it's like night and day. She's really nice. She's an educator, you know.
I am.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm a pretty well-rounded individual. I look, on paper, I'm an upstanding citizen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially hanging out with the likes of us. Don't worry, people. This is all fiction, and anything you believe to be true about the show, it is in your own mind.
Oh, yeah, and the cool thing is both nights we're going to have filmmakers there so they can receive awards and talk about their films. On Saturday night, I didn't mention we have a film called Cans, which was made locally, and it's about the last laugh track studio in existence.
Oh, wow.
Until the series is canceled. They don't have a job anymore, so it's kind of about their trials and tribulations. Then we have Love Letters Profiles. It's about a match service, and this woman signs up for it. She's divorced and she's looking for a new man, and the writer helps her write her profile,
her pitch.
And they use the word transitioning. And so it ends up that everybody's confused by the word transitioning, and she finds a man who used to be something else.
I just had a guy last night on the air? Where were we? He walks in and he says, "I just tried to buy a tranny." And we were in a store. My friend was brokering a drum set deal, and his friend meets us at the store. And the guy walks in, he's apparently got a garage where he repairs cars. And so he says to Rick, he goes, "I've been out all day. I've been running around trying to grab a tranny." And I looked at him and I said, "What kind of people do you hang out with?" To my friend, And if you're out there, man, Rick, it was fun and funny. And all I can say is your buddy is a great guy. And thanks for the ride to the train station yesterday, pal. Anyhow, I had a good time yesterday out driving a real fast car and terrorizing. These Audis that are like ridiculous.
Rick took you out in his fancy car?
Well, yeah, he traded the Porsche in on this death car of an Audi, and it was really fun. All I can say is I love just having friends who have nicer cars.
Absolutely,
than me.
yeah.
Thing is, it is sweet. I mean, damn. My Audi was the same car without that engine in it, and it was pretty fucking fast. Fuking, excuse me, we're saying fuking for the Scottish. For the men from wearing kilts and skirts and whatever. The ones going through the transition or transitioned. We don't care. Pay your cover charge. Come in and behave yourself.
Yeah, they do wear skirts in Scotland. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
I've got some probably 0.2 Scottish blood in me, so I guess I'm technically qualified to wear the kilt. I'd rock the kilt, Yeah. Get a deer horn, leap over the wall, and get stabbing at the Roman soldiers. It's a great part to play. And you could play Boudica. You know who Boudica was? She's a crazy redhead from Ireland, and the Romans killed her fucking old man.
Now I gotta find out who this chick is.
Boudica. And the Roman guys were terrified of her. Literally stab you in the neck with a deer horn. That's where I got the imagery from.
Are we related? Maybe that's like one of my ancestors. I'm going to have to look it up now.
I don't know if you have any Irish blood in you, but they certainly hate the English.
Well, yeah, of course, see?
Of course, there you go.
I thought I just reeked of Irish. It's like people don't usually see me as Italian, but I'm totally half and half.
Well, you got the best of both. What can I tell you? All right, well, we're going to go to a break, and then we'll be back, and we're going to terrorize the airwaves some more. Can I keep this?
Yeah, absolutely. That's for you.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll punch it again before the end. I'll read it in character.
That one, Ms. Rossi, is good. It's about a bank officer who goes to a small town to meet with a client, but the client's grandmother decides that she's a prostitute trying to corrupt her grandson. So it's all about the confusion about her being a prostitute when she's not really a prostitute.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
I have a weird shaped head. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, that's because you got a weird shaped brain.
That is true. That is true. I got the MRIs to prove it, people. Oh man. All right, everybody. So tonight in Highlands at Kavukian Park, I'll be joining this character. And all the other characters from our town is full of characters.
Absolutely. It's the best.
And everybody in Middletown, come on down here. Get out of Middletown. Come down here where, the drink flows freely. and the salt air will take you to a place, a land beyond Highlands. MICKEYMOUSE, Mickey Mouse. Let's see who we have here.
Hey everybody, this is Steve from Reach for the Sky, along with Jay from Reach for the Sky. And you're listening.
Hi, I'm trumpeter Greg Adams, and I'm live with Neve.
Hello there, my name is Andreas Hellqvist, this is Daniel Olsson, and we're live with Neve and having a great time.
You step there?
Oh, great. Especially since I'm always good to see you, man.
Yeah.
I'll see you tonight, brother. Thank you. I'll be there. Let's see if I can get some other people. I know you have to have a babysitter for tomorrow, so I know you can't get one for tonight. I'm sure.
That's right, exactly. I know, and things are really picking up, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do about this.
We're going to have to we'll do a nationwide hunt. We got to make sure we get a cool babysitter for you.
I know. I read people really well, so I just need to have a nice lineup. I have some people in mind. I'm going to talk to them.
Good. That's always good to have excellent babysitting services available.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to find a good one. I know.
I mean, for the little guy, because, you start rocking out at like 8. He goes to bed at 9.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, it's just someone to sit and not burn down the house. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I can't see you. Can you see me still?
Yeah.
The fuck is going on? I don't see anybody. I love it when these little things come up, but that's all right. StreamYard broadcast. There you are. It's got some weird things. I don't know, man. Paranormal events. And we have somebody's here commenting. Let's see what we got here. Mandy is echoing again. Well, hey, we'll fix that. I'll put on my headphones and be quiet again. Got some other good stuff to talk about here.
Excellent.
Gina, I was living vicariously. These headphones will never be the same. Good thing I have some new ones. Okay, let's turn off the echo here. External headphones. Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
I hear you clear as a bell.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice.
So that should take care of the echo for everybody, I hope. While I'm sitting here, let's see. We have red ginger, twisted ginger I put here. I almost wrote red fucking ginger. I thought about it, and I was like, well, it's early in the morning. I don't know. A little pithy for the AM, but... let's see. We have some birthdays this week. 2 of my friends in Florida. I love you guys. Happy birthday to Charlie Olson and to Mike Lloyd. I've known you guys for forever, man. It's like since high school or just past. Oh, what is going on with this thing?
Well, happy birthday to them.
Yes, indeed. Man, this is just getting really weird. Can you still see me?
Yeah, sure can.
It just goes voop. There's got to be some hidden setting, like I'm tapping, and it.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. There's like maybe a dot in the left corner or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to check that after the show. I can't have you just whoop it into the unknown domains. I can't see you. I hear you though. I can do the show as a blind man who's deaf. He said to his deaf wife, "I can't hear you coming, so make a noise when you get this way." No.
I know exactly.
And we've also got tomorrow the amazing and talented Pat Guadagno. And you know, anybody who's anybody's been on the show. Pat, happy birthday, man. I've heard about your new project.
Happy birthday.
Do you know Pat? Were you with me when he came on? Great guitar player. You know, he's played with everybody.
Nice.
Bon Jovster and, the guy who's like Springsteen, Asbury Jukes.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Saxophone. But yeah, he's a great guy. It's his birthday. And for my friends at ISSA, International Singer-Songwriter Association. Are you a member of that?
No, I'm not yet, and I really need to be. I know. I'm lagging on a lot of stuff, you know.
About the live new songs and stuff.
I I need someone to help me manage my thoughts, because it's like that's really what my problem is, I'm sure like a lot of creative people can relate. It's you know what you need to do to get from point A to point B. But along the way, you're constantly trying to like zhuzh, and then sometimes you just get overwhelmed and you're like,
distracted is my problem. I admit it. I have 5 things going, a bunch of notebooks,
and then next thing I know, it's like, shit doesn't get done. And it's like 6 months later, and I'm like, really, man? Really? Just do it. Just do it.
Exactly. You have to sometimes lead the horse with some sweet feed, or cow rather, because they just eat hay. If you have cows, you put sweet feed in a bucket and shake it, and they'll come running. And then you give them a beer on a goat nipple. You'll have happy cows. They'll be all right.
So I need to get myself some treats.
There you
go. I just don't know what. New shoes? I don't know.
I don't know about sweet feed. It's kind of tasty. It actually has got ginger in it, I think. Just what you need is more ginger, right?
Yeah, I need more spice.
More spice. Yeah. Well, for everybody watching, we're not going to have a show this afternoon, and I apologize for that. We've had a shortage of guests, and one of our guests canceled this afternoon. So I'm going to put something on. We don't really know. If anybody watching has a preference, if you want to send it to me, private message me or Mandy, and we'll respond. And remember, we're going to have kind of an abbreviated show, because I mean, I can sit here and talk for a half hour, but I don't know. It just seems like... I don't know. It's just
like our business is done for today.
That's what I feel.
It does
like.
kind of feel like that, right?
I feel like that because
we saw Bill, Rob.
Bill came in and Rob came on, and I love them. They're both great. I tell you, Bill really is an excellent bass player. The stuff he plays, I'm not just kissing his ass.
No, I know they're a great band.
Pumping. He plays with his hands like Chris Squire sometimes, and I just I admire him. He's a good player.
Yeah.
It's like, it's always cool when you. If you look at a lot of bands, and this is for all you guys out there, just tell you, when you ask what's the problem with the music biz, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, all right? Nobody wants to hear it either, and it sucks, but it is the truth. There's just too much fucking sprawl out there. There is so much talent loading up YouTube and fucking, what's the other one, the short attention span theater? TikTok. I know, I have friends who are making money off of TikTok, and it's amazing. And I give them credit for building, and it's just like anything. At my peril, I neglected TikTok when we started the show. It hadn't burst and reached critical mass, and when I first saw it, I'd put it on. It was like the collection of the dumbest people I've ever seen putting up their dumbest trick. And I just was like, what? This is not going to go and do anything. But I underestimated the stupidity of people. And having short attention spans. It's great for an advertising tool. In fact, I've got some of our spots up there, and a bunch of people liked them and pinned them to their page, some of our ads. The one that says, we like the company we keep. And, I got to do some new ads with you in it and get rid of Julie's voice, and so I'm going to have you do some different. We're not doing that same old thing we've got. I've been using it for fucking 4 years. Gotta go.
That goes on the list of things that need to be done.
It's like housekeeping, I got to go brush the fucking cat hair up in the kitchen. Anybody out there, I'm going to take cat advice, okay? Any of you ladies or gents who watch the show, I've had cats my whole life. Never had the kind of cat that sheds. They call these things domestic short hairs, and those fuckers can shed. I brush my cats every day. They love it. They just come over. They're like, the one cat hears me brushing the other one. And he comes in, he's like, all right, you can start on the left side, and then I'll roll over here. It's like, God, if I could get somebody to massage my neck like that, it would be great. I got to go have therapy next week, so those who are wondering what's wrong with me. I'm going to have my neck. For anybody who's been wondering what the hell was up with my face, it tingles. It stings right now. It's like, I feel like Ren and Stimpy when they'd show a sore tooth. It's like,
oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's like if you took a train transformer and hooked it up to you and cranked it up, and it would like, that's kind of what it feels like. And it's disconcerting, but it's nothing serious. it's serious to me because it wakes me up and fucks with me.
Yeah.
You know, it makes me cranky because I don't sleep enough. I wake up and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, it's like a constant irritation.
It comes like every 2 or 3 to 10 minutes. It'll happen sometimes 3 times in 10 minutes, sometimes none, and then it'll just come back and hit me. I can bend my neck, and this was the thing. When you go for doctor visits, people, you know, everybody out there knows what a pain in the ass it is. The insurance, you got to give them the same form you filled out 100 times. It's like I haven't changed my height or weight, although I have gotten a little fat, so I know I've gone up in weight, but they don't give me any grief. I'm not obese yet, but it's going to happen. I'm going on a diet. I hate the thought of it. God, I just dread dieting. But
it sucks.
I'm going to go ahead and just drop sugar, and that's the hardest thing to get off of, especially if you used to drink and really like it. I mean, I used to pop like Jolly Ranchers when I was getting sober. I'd pop those things all day because just the sugar would get in and it kind of fills the void.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting older and turning into a fat bastard, and I can't have that. So I'm going to get a diet plan and stick to it. The problem with all those diets, it's just all shit that I don't like to eat. I'm going to just, do my best to eat salads and fish. I like fish, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to eat that shit every day. And in the winter, I'm a meat and potatoes guy. So I know if it's summertime and I'm turning into it, I love to eat, and I love to eat all the cool cupcakes and shit. I go to New York, and they have like this Gigundo cupcake. It's like $8 or something. Fucker's like the size of a small cake. Oh, I just had one. So I'm like, I'm just having one. I just glom the whole thing in my mouth. What the hell? Oh, no, I got another one in here. It's just, I don't know. It beats the options, though, getting old, it's all right. Nobody ever said that.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly. Can't complain.
And fucking perfect, and, it is.
Yeah.
But it beats the shit out of the other options. I mean, for anybody out there, man, enjoy every sandwich and every minute you breathe because you never know. And shit, man, this life is too much fun with all this stuff. Let's see what we have here. Here's a good story. The world's oldest practicing doctor, and his number one rule for getting in shape, he's holding a brain in his hand. I don't know if I have to do that. How do you keep it? The brain may shrink. Communication between neurons may become less effective and less blood flow. Go to work. Hey, peeps, don't ever retire. Be a musician. Be social. Hang out with lots of cool people that do cool shit that you don't know about and learn about it. My favorite hobbies. Reading for entertainment. Great. It's always kind of a good thing to find out if you're dating someone, you think of them as a long-term prospect. Do they ever actually read anything? Like anything? Or,
I know, that's one of my things too.
You can always
it's
go
like,
look at a bookcase and see what somebody's about.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you go in there and it's like practicing with the Marquis de Sade. It's like, I think I gotta go. I'm not up for any pain today. I've really got some in my back, thank you. Yeah, get out the whipping board. So that's his number one rule, that and carry a brain around and talk about it to people.
Nice.
So it's basically just what people should do to be happy. And you don't have to be 100 to go to work, stay social, read, watch funny as shit movies, watch the Live with Neve show, watch Twisted Ginger, watch the Highlands Comedy Film Fest, and wash your ass while you're at it. That's right, people. Oh, where'd it go? I don't know what happened. It just disappeared again. There's some trickery here. Oh, we got messages. Bill Plague. All right. We got Irish McKyer just sent a video. But I don't see you. But I'm coming back.
Yeah, I'm still here. We're still here chilling like a villain.
This is weird. There you are back. Okay. So let's see. What time is it? I've babbled for 12 minutes approximately.
Nice.
So, what's new? You went out, your son, and got to see a band last night, your guitar
Oh, yes. The guitar player in Twisted Ginger, his name is Dave Bandinelli. He's very excellent. He
nice
had
Italian boy.
Yeah, everyone in the band is Italian.
Good.
All
good.
4 of us.
They're all Paisan. That's good.
We're yeah, exactly.
My doctor's the only Paisan in the book. I went with her. I said,
nice.
Daniela Baldi. That and the fact that her whole family are all doctors in the area. So, like, you're going to bump into many Dr. Baldys here. Dad or uncle or husband, they're all around. So,
Oh,
cool.
nice. Yeah, so we checked out. He did some acoustic stuff at the Woodbridge Brewing Company in Woodbridge.
Okay.
It's a pretty nice place.
I've been
And me and
there.
Kai
I
went
know
out.
where that is. Yeah.
Yeah, by the train tracks, and Kai thought that was funny because the trains come zooming by.
Oh, I bet he dug
And
that.
yeah, and he's great about going out and seeing bands, and he comes to rehearsals. And
He seems like a real nice, curious kid, so he seems to be having fun every time. I
yeah,
see him.
yeah, he's a fun guy.
He reminds me of my little guy when he was that age, and you can never get the years back. At that age, there's so much fun, and their minds is always growing. It blows me away. It blew me away. All three of my kids, and I had two girls, so it's a whole new experience having a boy.
Yeah.
I mean, the toys they have for boys. I mean, it's why all dads like buying hot shit, cool toys for their kids so they can play with them. Those remote control cars, those things are badass.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
me and Kai have some fun times. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, all right, everybody. It's a slow day. We're out of here. I'm going to see if anybody else has had any comments. I'm going to call Susan Fine. I haven't seen her all week.
Nice.
And that's about it. And I'm going to play something from our tenure. I'll find somebody that we found particularly amusing. And so if you're watching this afternoon, you will see Neil, Mandy, and a party as yet to be determined. I'll have to go through the archives and see what's particularly funny. It's funny when I go through them. They all need to be edited into a coherent fashion because there's some bleeps and bloops that need to be cut out. But overall, there's some funny stuff. I don't know. What can I tell you? Everybody out there, I appreciate that you watch.
That's right.
We really
Thanks
do.
for coming by.
Come by, tell us your stories, tell us your problems. We'll tell you that, suck it up, walk it off.
We'll tell you what a wimp you
You
are.
got a gunshot in your shoulder, walk it off.
It's only a flesh wound.
Oh my God, hold on. You disappeared again, and this is driving me savagely crazy. Hold on, I'm trying to get off the air. Phew, the whole thing's gone. We'll turn off the captions down here, okay.
Scientologists.
Scientologists, they're on to me. I'm gonna have to move and go into seclusion. I need an underground lair somewhere that Dr. Evil style. Sharks, laser beams with tanks. I got into trouble when I worked at the Florida Aquarium because my answering machine message, my boss at the time, lovely lady named Patty Smith. Here's to you, Patty. Cheers, wherever you're at. Fine woman. At any rate, I had an ad that Dr. Evil was popular at that point. And so when you called my phone, I picked up, I said, hello, this is Florida Aquarium Audio Department. Oh, hold on. And then you hear in the background, can I please get someone to put laser beams with sharks on their head? And you hear Evil push the button in the skloosh. And I said, oh, I got to go. There's a problem on the reef deck. Leave a message. It was on there for a month, and everybody who called and left a message, that's the funniest answering machine message I've heard in a long time. I produced it with the real Austin Powers, and it was pretty good.
That's awesome.
So 2 weeks later, she calls me up, and she was having a bad day. Her and her boyfriend had split, and it was like a month later, and she was still kind of cranky. And she calls me and says, hello, Neil. Yes, I left you a message today. I said, I heard your message, Patty. I take it you're not happy with my outgoing message. She said, as I stated, I just don't think that's professional. I said, well, I do. And I'm the audio professional here, so I don't see a problem. Everybody who's called thinks it's funny. And she looked at me, and I said, you really need to get out. You want to come to the gig tonight? I literally said, come on out. And I will just say this, a friend of mine who's out there, one of my lucky friends, all I could say is they met. I saw figures in the night. That's all I know. God damn, it's in a lot better mood the next day. Holy shit.
Nice. Sometimes that's all you need is that hot beef
It was a happy
injection.
ending, man. The girl needed some stress relief. Jesus Christ. I did keep the answering machine message, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's pretty funny.
Yes. Any allusions to anything that happened? I don't know anything. I just know, I know behavior. Results speak for themselves. I could look at myself as a connector. I facilitate big projects, and sometimes you gotta wade into the problems, roll up your sleeves, and get her done.
That's right.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna try and get up there and catch you tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good old Rahway.
Tonight's 2. Yeah, it depends on if Paul comes tonight. I won't be able to get up there, but if he doesn't, because my car's in Philly, getting some fucking extraordinary expensive shit done. My catalytic converter.
Oh, yeah?
Blew out. The new catalytic converter. They want $4,500 for a
That
fucking
sucks.
Jaguar converter. I went, oh no. You can't sell or buy a used one. I'm like, listen, my car is registered and it doesn't pass inspection no matter what I do with it. It's a fucking old Jag. It's got a complicated system, and I sometimes they can tweak it and get it through, but sometimes they can't. I haven't had a ticket.
Yeah.
I haven't had a ticket in 7 or 8 years. Number one. So if a cop pulls me, runs my MVR, I'm clean.
Yeah.
And number two, the car itself, it doesn't pass inspection, but it's like 1%, 0.011% off on the hydrocarbon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I just show the cop the stack of bills and the 30-day little sticker they give you.
Oh, yeah,
and they
yeah.
usually go, don't worry about it. I'm not going to write you up for it. Just get out of here.
Yeah.
And so I'm not inclined to spend $4,500 on a car that's at best worth 10.
Yeah.
At best. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, even though it's a great, cool car and it's nice, they're
yeah,
old.
it just
And
doesn't make
you gotta have
sense,
somebody
yeah.
who understands the car and knows how to maintain them. They're a pain in the ass. My girlfriend
Yeah.
likes Jaguar. I'm an Audi guy, but whatever, you know. The Jags are beautiful and fast and nothing wrong with them. I just like the fact that the Audis run fast as hell and they don't break. And that's the big difference. But okay, peeps, we got another comment. It keeps going over here. We have somebody commenting here. Stay safe. Gina, I hope you have a great weekend. I'm sure you're going to see some good entertainment. I live vicariously through her posts, man. Last night she had Joe Bonamassa at the Hollywood Bowl.
Nice.
I'm telling you, I'm going to have to run away to LA and live a life of sin. I don't know. It's damn tempting. Yeah, could see that. It might happen.
Yep, any day now.
All right, folks, we're out of here. I hope you've had a wonderful experience in broadcast weirdness. And we leave you with the great Fulu Maziki. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Bye, happy Friday.
Bye-bye, Mickey Mouse. Woo!